This journey starts on the Hai Van Pass from Da Nang to Hue. And that means to do this, I needed to rent a scooter. About halfway through the pass, this ancient fortress once marked the divide between warring kingdoms. This city, it's like stepping straight into Vietnam's royal past. Back in the early 1800s, Hue was actually the capital of Vietnam. And this whole complex, it was the seat of power for the Nguyen dynasty, Vietnam's last royal family. And they weren't messing around. This place is massive. Thick stone walls, a huge moat. And once you're inside, it's basically palaces, temples, and gardens everywhere. Of course, history wasn't always kind to this beautiful city in Hue. A lot of this got damaged during the wars, especially the Tet Offensive in 1968. But what's still standing is pretty incredible. The whole thing was modeled after the Forbidden City in Beijing, so it's got that same vibe, but with a totally Vietnamese twist. Walking around here, it's easy to forget you're in the middle of a modern city. It feels like ancient royalty could stroll by at any second. When you're walking through these walls, your imagination really starts to run and wonder what it was like back then. And honestly, even if you're not into history, the vibe, the architecture, the stories baked into these walls, it's just a cool experience. The rain yesterday did not help, but today's a new day, a new mission, and today we're diving in headfirst into Vietnam's war history. The Luong Church and the nearby Quang Tri Ancient Citadel, these places saw some of the heaviest fighting of the entire war. Here you pay your respects to those who have died. Back in 1972, thousands lost their lives here. Soldiers on both sides, civilians caught in the crossfire. Just outside these walls runs Highway 1, what locals call Horror Highway. During the war, families tried to flee south, but many never made it. Artillery airstrikes. It was brutal. Walking around now, it feels peaceful, but knowing the history, it hits different. On the Khe Sanh Combat Airbase, these aircraft sit as reminders, relics of one of the fiercest battles of the war. In 1968, U.S. Marines held this place under siege for 77 relentless days. And today it's quiet, but it's hard to imagine the chaos that these hills once saw. This bridge separated North and South Vietnam, whole families separated just by this river. One of the more interesting places I've seen was the Vinh Moc Tunnels. Whole families lived underground, cooking meals, raising kids, all to survive the constant bombings. Walking through these tunnels, it's dark, cramped, but unreal to think this was home for so many. They were over 20 meters below ground, 3 different levels. And even though I got caught in the rain, it was an incredible day. Heavy stories, and hearing it from the Vietnamese people was completely different. Seeing it all firsthand was absolutely worth it. So make sure to subscribe and join me on my next adventure.